Good morning, good afternoon and good evening. Wherever you're watching, however you're watching, I hope you're well. My name's John and we're back with our Let's Build series. Today we are playing Dreams. So, Dreams is a game on the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 where you can create, make and model anything that you can dream of, so they say. So in getting the basics, I thought we would try and build an island where we can make our little home, which we can call our base. So we'll give you a quick run around the island as it stands so far. And today I woke up with an idea. So far we've just been kind of messing about with the terrain editor, learning how to use it, move the camera, rotate the terrain, make it all work well. And with no real plan of what this island will be. But today I thought, why not turn it into a ninja island? We could have a little ninja training space, Japanese themed. We can then start messing around with Mele weapons, so we can use swords and stuff. We can also try ninja stars and throw in weapons, so we get ranged attack and stuff practiced. It would allow us some kind of movement where we're jumping about. You can jump over the rocks, maybe a double jump feature where he does like a cool flip, and then maybe a feature where he can grab onto certain objects, or we could make him grab onto all ledges, but I don't know how easy that would be. I think it may be easier to make him grab certain objects, so we can have like an obstacle course with a bar that, you know, because the bar's a certain colour, that's what you want to jump up and grab, or something along those lines. So this hill I'm walking up now is alongside our beach, and it just gives us a nice bit of perspective from where we started down on our beach. And this bit here we're walking over is like a cave underneath us, and this mountain here which I'm going to walk up is where we will build our ninja's home. I think this is where it's going to be, at the top of this. Currently you can see that the terrain is way too steep. The guy can't climb up it, but it gives me an idea. Maybe we can have one side really steep and some objects where you've got to kind of jump up and onto, and then jump onto another one. Just little platforms where you can jump up and you can get up to the ninja's house at the top. But we will see. So like I said, I'm just sorting out some of that so it's not too hard to run up, because it wants to be accessible. You don't want to start glitching and sliding down the hill, it'll make it look rubbish, so we don't want that. And I think it gives a good look. Sorry I haven't slowed this bit down. But going up to the mountain gives a nice perspective from where the home's going to be. And here I'm starting to build along the shoreline, so I've kind of planned this idea to be looking as natural as possible, and when you're making stuff up from your head and from memory, you're never going to make it spot on. So I should have looked at some pictures, but I haven't, so oh well. What my plan is currently the bit I'm working on, I want it to kind of slope away down to the seafront, so it's either rocky cliffs or it slopes away, so it looks like over years and years of rain that it's just washed a nice gentle slope down to the sea from one side of our island. And that side's going to build up to our base, or our little home, which we're working on right now. And then on the other side of this, where we haven't built yet, I'm not sure how the layout's going to look. I quite like this rocky, mountainy island style. It looks quite nice. With some trees and some foliage, I'm sure it will look great. So whether we make one side a little bit open and like a plain, and then on the other side of our base we could have a huge dense jungle, if we can. We'll see what kind of well, we're still learning the game, so we'll see how much we can put into places. We'll see before we hit any limits. We'll try and find out ways to stop hitting the limits, to come back a bit and get a bit more wiggle room, should I say, so we can just place more objects and make it look more detailed. So this bit I'm building now, this grass area, is kind of like in my head I'm seeing like a little bit of a plateau behind the mountains and behind the rocks, and then it plateaus out a bit, and then we'll see what the terrain does. So this is currently our highest point. I've just added a mountain at the end of our beach line, which which you can see from here. Gives it a nice effect. This is one beautiful thing about Dreams. I just highlighted the mountain and I just went into the perspective I wanted to see it from and positioned it. I mean, you can really have a mess about with. You could just get a big rock, put it somewhere in the distance, and if you feel like there should be a mountain there, you can see it easily. You can see if it fits or if it doesn't fit pretty easy because of this. It's such an amazing piece of software, and I can't believe I haven't found out about it before now. It's that good. So more work at the moment. We're just making our flat area. Now we're getting some rocks. Actually, these rocks that I've just found, I searched in for a cliff, and it's a different piece than we're using for our other bits of rock, but it's exactly the same colour. One side has like jungle pieces and vines, as you can see there. I do put one on a different bit of rock, and the other side looks like the rocks we've got in so far, so that was a good find. So we are actually coming to an end now. We're just making a bit of flat ground where our dojo thing will go, and now I'm thinking about a nice cherry tree would be good on our hill, on our cliff. Now this morning I had a little go with the with a tutorial, and I start having a go at trying to put in tree branches as the branches from this tree, but I turn it into roots kind of overhanging the cliff. We're going to start doing more of this stuff as I've only just learned how to do it. Now, like I said guys, the video's coming to a close. We've got about 15 seconds left, so thank you for watching. If you've got any ideas what you want to see on our island, let me know. If you think the Ninja Island thing is a good build, a good plan, let me know. Let's go.